morning. Good morning. Rise and shine. It is 8 o'clock on the dot on a Monday morning. It is June the 16th, and this is Coffee Talk. Rise and shine. Hope you're having a great start to the day. Live look outside, tourist district. A little hazy. We've got some Saharan dust in the atmosphere there. Not too bad. Other side of Orlando, let's head south of town over to the Orlando International Airport. Watched a couple of flights coming and going this morning, looking beautiful. Into downtown Orlando we go next. Beautiful start for us. The sun shimmering. You can see the haze is there. All in all, really pretty start. Let's head over to our WESH 2 first warning live Doppler radar tower shot. Yep, looking pretty good. All right, over to the coastline we go, and let's start over at the Kennedy Space Center, Brevard County. Good morning, good morning. There's the mobile launch tower on the right-hand side. Vehicle assembly building looking great. And last but not least, let's head up to Volusia County, see what's doing. Yeah, it's pretty. Daytona Beach shores. I love it. Karen up at Chicago O'Hare, good morning to you. Eliana over on YouTube, good morning to you. Matt, good morning to you. Drina, good morning, good morning. All right, so it's a beautiful Kathy's over in the villages. Rise and shine. It is a pretty start. First warning, live Doppler radar. Quiet for Central Florida, though we are tracking some storms here. Lifting through Pinellas County. My brother Frank probably at least hearing some rumbles of thunder off in the distance. Nothing wrong with that. Temperatures out the door, mid to upper 70s around town. 78 in Orlando, 75 degrees in Ocala, 76. Wait a minute. 76 in DeLand. Is it 82 in New Smyrna already? Okie dokie, Smoky. So it's a warm start. We'll get thunderstorms fired up again this afternoon, but overall, we are going to start to see a bit of a change here. All right, first for today. Yeah, the temperatures are building. 90 degrees 1 p.m., 94 degrees our 3 o'clock temperature. It's going to be a toasty day, right? Then we get the 50-50 shot of seeing storms. So there's that. Then things get going. Thomas says, wow, Eric, crazy lightning show in Mount Dora from my 10th floor view in Sanford, but storm never moved. 10th floor in Sanford? Do I know of a building that's that tall? 10th floor in Sanford. What building's that tall, Thomas, in Sanford? But yeah, there were some really nice storms yesterday. Now, what about today? We've got that 50-50 shot of seeing showers and storms, right? So let's dial up futurecast. Let's kind of get an idea of where the rains get going. All right, I'll bring it full screen. Don't need to see my ugly mug here. All right. Little by little, Frank says he's hearing thunder right now. That makes sense. All right, so notice by 11, 12 o'clock, starting to see those showers pop. Little bit by little bit, right? Yeah, not bad. Then 1 o'clock, heavier stuff. It looks like it's all kind of I-4 north, at least the first part of the day, right? 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and then into about 6, 7, 8 o'clock, it kind of moves metro off to the south. But yeah, about 10, 11 o'clock, we're going to start to see stuff bubbling up north of town. So there you go. Diane says, we got no rain at all yesterday. Yeah, I mean, not everybody got rain. That's for sure. Let me dial up the rainfall and switch it to 24 hours. So this is the rainfall map. Who got it and who didn't. And it's really something. You know, you were talking about seeing it from Sanford. Look at how Sanford was dry. It literally was I-4 and west yesterday that got those storms. Makes sense. So yeah, like I was watching it on the radar yesterday and I was like, oh, that like that cell there over Apopka Sorrento, that was a feisty bugger. Zellwood, I mean, you got 2.5 inches of rain yesterday from it. Whereas along I-4 and off to the east, nada. Oh well. All right. So let's talk trends. We know today we're going to get those showers and those thunder showers. But this week, overall, rain chances start to drop and the temperatures start to climb. All right, so there's going to be a bit of a pattern shift. And to give you an idea, let's just talk about temperatures for tomorrow, for example. All right, so for tomorrow, we're expecting 95 degrees. Hottest temperature we've seen so far this year is 96. The good news is we're not talking about records for time. I mean, it's going to be blasted hot, don't get me wrong. But at least we're not talking about records. 95 in Orlando, record is 100 degrees. And every time I see that 1998 is on the map, it just reminds me that was when I did my personal fitness and life management courses at Lake Howell High School. I did it over the summer because I thought, sure, I won't have to run because it's summer. And I picked the summer that didn't rain. Son of a gun. What an idiot. I mean, it just is what it is. But anyway, no records tomorrow, no records next couple of days. Instead, it's just going to be hot, right? So let's take a look at Central Florida's certified most accurate 7-day forecast, right? So we've got today, highest coverage of storms. Rain chances dropping off a little bit Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then into the weekend, the modeling, at least for now, keeps us dry. Now, a couple of highlights here. First off, Juneteenth, right? That's Thursday. But notice the first official day, Friday. Gonna get down on a Friday. That's the first day of summer. That's the longest day of the year, an almost 14-hour day. So Friday, 10:41 p.m. There you go. Guy says, bruh, no heat, please. I mean, it's summer. It is what it is. So, anyway, here's today's high temperatures. Average high is 91. Matt says, oh, wait, it's actually summer now? Not yet. Friday is actual summer. Not until then. Okay? No. Look at these temps. Interior spots. It is what it is. That's it. Mike in Pensacola Beach. Good morning. Frank says we used to do 2-a-days football practice in the summer and dance with heat stroke. I mean, that's an issue. I feel like we've gotten smarter as a society, right? Matt, so you're saying these are all spring shower? I mean, ish, right? Heat index, absolutely getting into the triple digits. UV index, we're at an 11, which means you got 10, 15 minutes before your skin burns. Okay? So, good times. Smarter, that's very subjective. I feel like we're at least trying to get smarter. We're trying here, right? Bandcamp's gonna suck. When is that? I need to remember to record. So, I was talking about Bandcamp, the UCF Marching Knights Bandcamp. When is that? I need to record. I need to start recording my forecasts. Hold on. Do I still have? Do I still have the? Yeah. Okay. I still have the Marching Knights. I was like looking. I'm like, okay, August 10th. All right. I still have the Bandcamp forecast template. So we're good. We're ready for those Bandcamp days. As long as as long as the staff asks me back as the official forecaster for the UCF Marching Knights. Not that I'm excited for this whole thing. And by the way, if anybody has students going to UCF, as somebody who did the Marching Knights, 2 thumbs up. All right. Yeah, carrying a 40. But that's why you're a Sousa Pro. Do the baritone. That's what I did. Carried out. Okay. All right. Questions, comments, concerns about our local forecast before we move on to the tropics. Does anybody have anything before we move on to the tropics? Stop you being a grumpy thing. Beverly, go Knights, charge on. Certified forecast. Hey, if they'll let me. Sandra, good morning over on YouTube. Thank you for the mug, by the way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I haven't gotten a chance to formally thank you, but thank you, thank you. Also, I mean that's where I met the young man. That's how my ties into your family, into the Waking family started. Ah, not to mention the sunlight and heat reflecting. Yeah, there's that. Yep. How does marching band help you as a meteorologist? Tim's asking. You're experiencing the weather, and you work as a team, and you work long hours, and you get exhausted, and people tell you you don't do it right. Maybe, I don't know. Oh man. When will the humidity be less moist? Um, October. We're basically at summer. Yeah. All right. Tropics then. No other questions. All right, here's a look outside now. Really nice. Nothing to see here. No tropical development expected over the next 7 days' time. So we're doing good. Tim says, I knew you would come up with something good. Hey, you got to try. That's all. You got to try. All right. So nothing going on out there right now. Let's take a look and see where we're at in terms of modeling, okay? Pacific, bottom left corner. You see the Pacific trying to do its thing. A little something, a little. Look at that. How like you got you got something in the Pacific Basin and something in the Bay of Campeche there. Yeah, around the 28th, 29th. Oh, and then the GFS is doing GFS things right at the end, July 2nd. I'm still not a band geek. I played football in high school. No, you're cool. You're cool. No, I get it. You're cool. You're good. You're a cool dude. Cool dude. Cool dude. All right, so the GFS is back to doing GFS things. Let's look at the European here. Pacific development. All models are showing something firing up in the Pacific and actually moving over into Mexico. So there's that. But notice the European is not showing any development down the way. European AI model, Pacific, making landfall in Mexico. Euro AI trying to fire something up east of us. But that's about it. So, what are we looking for in terms of windows of development? We know, using the Madden-Julian oscillation, that conditions, at least now, are not favorable for development and lift. Now, around the 23rd, the 24th, 25th, you see how the map around the Caribbean turns green? That's a little bit of lift in the atmosphere. That means that things will be favorable for some form of development, right? Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. So around the 24th, 25th, it wouldn't shock me if something homegrown tried to pop up. And it stays in phase all the way through the end of June, it looks like. So, may see something. Sneaky little bugger, may see something. But for now, important to note, no development expected over the next 7 days' time. So, take that, enjoy that. All right? All right. Let's take a look. See what's doing. 7 day forecast looking good. All right. I'm looking for non-development, you concept. Indeed. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Love that. All right. Any other questions, comments, concerns? It's pretty quiet. It's pretty quiet out there. Love that the tropics are quiet. Our storm chances are dropping. For tomorrow, 95 degrees in the metro. Let's look at some of the other temperatures around town for tomorrow. It's going to be hot. Terry's asking, is the brown dust? No, the Madden Julian oscillation is basically looking at lifting air versus sinking air is kind of the idea there. That's kind of what we're looking at. All right, tomorrow, highest temperatures of the week, not of the year, of the week. 95 in Orlando, 94 degrees in Leesburg, 95 degrees in Wildwood. Look along the East Coast. Mid 80s for Flagler. The rest of us, though, into the 90s. So it's going to be blasted hot, right? How's the Saharan dust? I've noticed the skies are back to blue and not hazy gray. Yeah, we don't have a ton of dust. I mean, there's like some, but not a ton. You can see there's a whole fresh batch there down around the Caribbean, though. But yeah, in our area, there's some, but not a ton. Right. All right. Yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. All right. All right, people, that's all I've got. Listen, be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you for hanging out for Coffee Talk. I will see you guys tomorrow morning for Coffee Talk. And we've got Tracking the Tropics